Hey folks, Ivan here with another video for Medieval Engineers. Okay, so today we are going to work on the wall over here. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we are going to work on the wall, but only to the point of being able to do something else. And that something else involves me getting this wall done. Which seems a lot harder than I thought it would be. Because there's this lovely ore right here, and I want that. So, let's take that out. Where is our pickaxe? Pickaxe right here. We're gonna grab that real quick. Oh man, look at all this ore. We would have given up if we hadn't picked it. Alright. And this is going to be a persistent problem for me. Oh, you may have heard double the swinging there. And the reason it's going to be persistent is because as I go down into the further down into the quarry, I'm gonna have to build that wall up more and more. Alright, so let's go over here to these lovely sticks over here. The other thing is, I could just say heck with it. It is what it is. You may notice that logs are in this wooden barrel. That was not intentional. I'm gonna have to check the blacklist, and if it's not in the blacklist for it, then it's something that King has to fix, or has fixed, but we will find out later. So you know what, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the heck with it. It's just a little bit of ore. For our purposes, we don't really want to deal with it. Alright. But it looks cool. Same time. So, let's see here. The reason we are doing this bit here is because we need to find our edge, if you will. The edge is for the warehouse that we're building. And the other thing with this warehouse, wall here, it's not a big wall too, so we could finish it today as well, if we wanted to. And my phone's about dead. Put that in the charger real quick, especially since you may or may not hear in the background a bunch of storm activity, because I have a storm outside. But that doesn't stop the recording vector, because I'm running out of time anyways. So let's do that real quick. Just put the stopwatch on. And so yeah. So this is where we determine how far out the quarry will go, and I'm thinking no more than this. So this will go out here. I'm gonna need a lot of sticks. Alright. And of course, this wall here is really what it's for, is to keep people, or keep the enemy force from firing within, or firing at us from this location. And I'm not sure if I'm going to just do a solid build or not. It isn't necessarily it's going to be as tall it can be, and I might do that. It'd be kind of cool. Put a little thing here Yeah, that looks cool. So we might do that. What I'm talking about is, when I say might do that, I meant to say we are going to do that. We're going to put a nice looking thing. Why don't you like this? Oh, because there's a wall there. I know. Aw, we're gonna get rid of this railing here. Now, it doesn't like the fact that there's a wall there. That's not a problem. We can take care of that pretty quickly. There we go. And it's not this wall that it's upset about. It's the one below it. So we're going to take this wall out, drop down, and put this arch in. This is all in preparation for the warehouse that's coming up, which is going to be aligned with this building. And the reason it's going to be aligned with this building as opposed to any other is snapping issues. We don't want it to accidentally snap to it, so it's actually going to be about here. It's going to be a large footprint because it is a warehouse. But we don't want to have a repeat of, if you saw the multiplayer stream on Twitch, I think that's where I did it, where it snapped together the build, and it would just like, I think it brought everything down a layer, which is no good. That wasn't intentional at all, and kind of screwed things up a little bit for me. So we got to be careful about how we do this. Like I said, we're going to say the heck with that iron ore that's behind that wall. Because really, if we're careful, we won't have to really get too much iron. This quarry is mainly for stone, which I'm not sure. The one thing I disagreed with D-Flame on is he thinks that large stone is relatively useless. Like, no. It's by far the most used, well, with the exception of sticks, it is the most used resource, at least in my builds. Sticks becoming second. I just realized that I have the fan going as well, so I might bring that down a bit. Let me do that real quick. Sorry, it's not warm. It's the temperature here is. No, don't build it. Take it. We don't want this built. Why would you do that to me? In any case, I think what I'm going to do is this. What I'm doing right now. Just I'm straying away from the wall a little bit with my digging. And that will prevent any additional blocks from having to be built. They'll be fine. It'll look good. And of course we're going to need a lot of stone anyways, so that's why I'm gathering so much. Because this will be another stone building. Like I said, it's one of my the top used resources in my book. So yeah. Our thing is that as we progress. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Out you get. Alright. So let's build up the rest of this. I want to make sure that this is all set before I continue. Just because it should be. There we go. And apparently I need to make the archway up there. We'll do that real quick. And yes, this will be an archway as opposed to anything else. Fantastic. And then we will put these ramps, or not ramps, railings. Yeah, those things right there. Perfect. And you know what we'll do, just because I can, even though I'm supposed to be doing something completely else. Gonna put this. I can't help myself, to be honest. Just like that. And what this does for me is it gives me more of a visual representation of what I'm building around. And of course there will be a turret over here. Not a turret, I'm sorry. That was the other thing that I wanted to address today. I did some research post. Let's pick this brazier up real quick, and just looking for an empty inventory slot. There we are. I'm gonna shove that right here. Light it on fire. Anyways, those are towers, and turrets come off of buildings like keeps or castles. So that was interesting information that I found out today. It's like, you know, I've been calling it probably the wrong thing forever. And in any case, so these towers here can be considered gate towers, or they can be considered D towers, or they can be considered flank towers. But okay, so they are D towers, but they're also part of the gate, so they could probably be considered gate towers as well. And then these here, these are square towers, which are also considered flank towers because they flank the wall, or provide a flanking attack position for anybody attacking the wall. And so that's what those are. And then I found out, you know, some additional information, which was fun to hear, or read. So that's that. And then that up there, that's more square towers. Although you could almost consider this one here a turret, because it is attached to a building. You could almost consider it iffy at best. This over here, because I think this is going to be if I've decided correctly, I think this might be where the actual keep is. And so that will probably be considered a turret. Because it will be a tower off of the keep. But in any case, so let's get back to work. That's enough of what I've learned in class today type deal. I don't know, did you folks ever do that? Ask you, hey, would X, whatever your name is, what'd you learn in class today? My folks used to, I'm like, I don't know, something. I must have learned something because I was there. Alright, I think this is only going to be like a small tower since it's an interior to begin with. Actually, you know what? We'll make it an exterior, but it's going to be like a small tower. Yeah. That'll work. Right like this. Boom. So this will be a small tower for this section, which will make it kind of the weakest section, but because the quarry is going to go right up against the wall, it's really not that bad. It's just, it would be more in line with being just more of a way to get up to the top or upper levels than anything else. I'm still building the wall as opposed to what I wanted to do today. Fun. But, oh well. It does merits some work. I actually might need to make this bigger. Yeah, because it's no, actually it won't. It'll be fine because we'll just take the stairs here. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, it'd be best to do it here, and then here. Perfect. No, it wouldn't. Oops. Ah, shoot. Just realized that I'm like, this wouldn't help at all, actually. And more argument for making this a bigger tower. Yay. I love having to deconstruct everything I just did. The reason it needs to be a bigger one is just because of the way the stairs would work. But the quarry will go to that wall over there. And actually, since this is where it becomes... Well, no. This, I take it back. This goes to the quarry, which goes to over here. Which I'm not entirely sure where this quarry would end. Probably somewhere like that. That's a pretty big quarry in the end. And then the tower would be over there. Okay. Let's tack down the rest of this wall here. And then we're going to get the footprint, at least for the warehouse, up. There we go. That looks good. I think the warehouse should... I was thinking about making it part of the wall. Let's bring it at least one away from the wall. And it's going to just go right here. We need some sticks. Just going to craft a whole bunch of them because we're going to need a lot of them. Oh boy, I tell you. It is one heck of a day so far. Woke up really late because the storm knocked out the power, which consequently knocked out my alarm. And since on the weekends, which is what this is, I rely heavily on a alarm system to wake me up. Alright, so like that. As opposed to my phone, which I should probably switch that up. Alright, so this is... We'll look at that in just a minute after I get some food. This is the farm building, so this will not have... That won't have any of the resources like the lumber or stone in it. It's definitely not the case for this. Like set up, it's gonna be a larger build, so we'll probably get the footprint down and maybe the first walls. But this is where my small inventory or my stockpile mod's gonna really come into play, and I'm going to modify that too because it has to change the stone stockpiles now. In addition, so yay, I guess. I'm running out of stone. That's gonna I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, so let's take a look here. I think this is going to come out one more, at least. It has to have a door arch, so it's got to go 2 forward, I think. This is a warehouse, so it's going to be a larger build. Need wooden sticks. Okay. That's why this is here. And let's put some of those back. Let's see here. I left 4 in there, so I'm going to take everything but 4 out. Thereby leaving it even. Even Steven. And it looks like I'm going to have to quarry quite a bit in order to get this done. Now this is going to be similar to the this will be similar to the storehouse there. What do I call it? Farmhouse? Barn. That's the one I wanted to go with. In the sense that it is going to be open, aired. It's going to have a 2 wide opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so this has got to go. Do we go forward one more? That's not going to give a lot of room for moving carts and such between, so we're going to go this way. I think. Now that's going to be bad for that. I say, with great interest. Well, it would be too wide, so as long as the carts are, you know, it would be the best situation to test this is to bring one of these carts through. Can you fit through this space? The answer is yes, but barely. Oh, the answer is no. Interesting. Well, I do need to change this cart system anyways. So we'll see about that. I mean, if we can decrease the footprint of the cart itself, which I wouldn't be too bad of an issue, or big of an issue to do, that'll be fine. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so here's the footprint. Pretty nice footprint, I think. Let's see here. If I took away 2 there, made it longer. You know what? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Instead of this here, and we'll take all these sticks back. We're going to make it longer. And what we can do here is we can make this more of a field too. So this is going to end up going to be longer than it is anything else. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know what? Can we... Hey, there we go. Get out of here. You, move out of my way. I'm a man on a mission. You, cart, you're in the way. I don't know why I'm doing this all in third person. It's kind of disorienting. Alright, so there is our warehouse. It's a big warehouse. But of course, then again, it's going to be multiple stories high. And there's going to be archways and such. And it's going to be big. This is not a small build. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to find the third one right here. It's going to go like that and that. And that's the entrance into the warehouse. We will have one at the back here, which will be like this. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it would be cool if the warehouse did back into this. And then thereby, yes, you know what? That's what we're going to do. Oh boy, I love changing my mind. So there will be no alley back here. But this back end will be like this. There we go. Where is the piece I'm looking for? I had a ramp. Where did I put that ramp? There it is. All right. So the ramp will go here. And there. Okay. And I'm out of stone. No problem. Alright, this thing actually needs to be bigger than it is right now. Especially if what I want to do gets done. So this side should be like this. Yeah, I like that better. Which means this gets like this. And we're going to take this back. Where did it... There it is. I'm going to have to put that ramp on the first page of my stuff. What? It disappeared on me. That was weird. You go away. Where's that ramp at? Oh, heck with it. I've been searching for it enough times. Oh, boy. You. Yes, you. Just like this, please. If you will so kindly do so. Go. It is... Oh, I hate this. This particular block is the biggest pain in my neck that ever existed. I don't know why they didn't just make it 2 blocks. But really. And I bet I can't do the wall over here too. I don't know why. Okay, so why would it do that. Somebody, oh, I tell you, I am not a fan of that particular block. And of course, we're going to up the ante a little bit by putting... There we go. Oh boy. Anyways, that's that for right now. I could probably mess with it a little bit later on. Let's see here, where are we at right now? 20, yeah. Okay. We're good on time. I tell you. What I'll probably end up doing is some sort of like archway thing. Some little, I don't know, detail to make that work. It's the only thing I can think of at the moment. Of course, then again, I don't know if it'll be okay with that. It's been quite the pain in the rear, to say the least. There we go. Oh, fudge balls. Fudge balls. Wasn't paying attention, as always. These ramps are going to be the death of me. Yeah. They definitely are. Here's what I don't understand. It worked here. The ramps were fine. But they didn't like... They don't like it over here for some reason. And I don't know why. Now this singular wall here that I'm building, it has to be taller than the roof that I'm putting in place, which means, guess what we're building? That's right, small block or low pitch roofs. Yay. Yay indeed. Let's see here. Would you... Why don't you like this block here? What about the one special block? I'm gonna get rid of all this extra junk. I should really clear out my toolbars between builds. Alright, so we'll try this one first. This guy... that guy, and that guy. Okay, so that... Why doesn't that work? Okay, so what I can do is this can go here and here. And we can do something like this. Little fancy archway. Just for this. That, or I can do something like this. Where is that guy? You, sir. Do you don't fit in there either. Stupid thing. What about you? No, it doesn't like you either. What the hell? What is the matter with this block? I can't do anything else, really. Fudge balls. Unless... What about this? Do you like this block? Doesn't like this block either. That'd be kind of neat. Do that. I mean, it really only needs to be for... Oh, wrong block. This particular block here. Okay. Some kind of weird sail thing. Hey, whatever. It works. It kind of works. Yeah. I'm not happy with it, but if it keeps my sanity at a okay level, then fine, whatever. Ugh. I don't know. Right. So we need to put the rest. We're going to put the rest of this wall in right here. And we're going to do this weird sail shape again on this side. Really, the only reason we're doing that is so that the small roof pieces have a place to attach to. Like I said, I don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. Right. And let's see here. We're just gonna wrap up how much stone we're using right now, or all the stone that we've got in our inventory, and then we're gonna call it quits. Because the red blob that is showing on my other screen is getting closer and closer to my place, and I do not want to lose the recording because of a power outage, which has happened in the past, and I don't like having to come back and do stuff over again. So, sorry this wasn't the most eventful episode ever, but next time we're going to add some additional blocks over here. In fact, we'll put them in. And we're out of sticks already. So that'll work. that will do for this episode. Let's see here. We'll just take some of the stone so I don't forget to put it here. There we go. It's okay for the most part. I can do something over here too. Some sort of like stand. And just make it work. I don't know what else to do. Besides complain. Any case, guys. I'm going to leave it here for today. Like I said, that red blob is getting pretty darn close. And I don't want to... well, it's a couple things. I don't want it to just close out of the game prematurely, which could lead to some sort of crash, or corruption, rather, I should say, of the world. And anyways, so I'll see y'all later. And take care. Bye.